Hey everyone, it's Marc from Vintage Card Voyage. So, what you see in front of you is what I picked up at a recent estate sale. And I thought it would be fun to go through it. So I only went through, I think, one of the boxes at one point during the estate sale. And the guy who was running it said, I'd rather, instead of you like picking through and, just taking the ones you want, I'd rather you just buy it per box or whatever. And so I ended up asking him how much for the whole box, all the boxes, I should say. And he gave me a price, and I said, that sounds good to me. So I took them all. Who knows if it was a good investment or not? I have no idea. I have the sense it probably is at least close to break even, if not a little profit from here. But I thought it would be a lot of fun to go through, honestly. And it is primarily vintage. I think he said 60s to 80s. From what I can tell, it looks like it's mostly 70s, some early 80s, some late 60s. I think I even saw something from the 50s in here, at least when I was initially looking at it. Admittedly, some other people were looking through them and might have picked a few things out before I was able to pick up the whole lot. But anyhow, the guy who was running the estate sale said that the people who used to live here, apparently they just, the mother kept these all in the closet. And so they were just kind of sitting there since the kids went off from college back in, I guess, the early 80s. So they've just kind of been sitting there, and they look in pretty good condition, generally speaking. So, yeah, I just thought we would go through and, see what we can find. One of the boxes I already kind of separated out most of the better players, the Hall of Famers, what have you. So I will go through that box probably last. Yeah, so let's see what we find. Okay, so the first one here is what look like to be primarily football and basketball. So again, no idea what's in this really, have just kind of didn't glance too much at it, and we'll see what happens. Oh, O.J. Simpson. There you go. Not a bad initial find. Steve DeBerg, I believe that's his rookie or maybe second year. I think that is his rookie. Actually, I mentioned that here. Another one over there. And yeah, Harry Carson. That's a pretty good pickup. Ray Wersching. People around in the Bay Area definitely know about that guy. And yeah, this was a lot of fun. Just, you never know what you're going to find. And this one, Joe Klecko, as you can see. This one was I go to the estate sales on occasion, and typically it's not great. Like what you're finding is, junk wax or what have you. But every so often, you pick up something that might be worth looking at. And I'd say this was something pretty good. Wesley Walker, second year, I think. Gary Danielson. As a longtime Lions fan, I'm definitely familiar with Gary Danielson, that's for sure. But it looks like, and there's a Earl Campbell on the leader's card, so I'll put that aside. Billy White Shoes Johnson, very nice. Willie Buchanan, who I believe, I could be wrong about this, but I believe he's in the Hall of Fame. James Lofton, rookie card. There you go. Not centered top to bottom that great, but still not bad. And what else? So yeah, this is, me just getting the unvarnished, raw response to this. Russ Francis. So growing up in Hawaii, Russ Francis lived in the area, I believe, and he actually did some commercials with a friend of my father who was in the advertising world. So that's pretty cool. John Hanna, another Hall of Famer. Harold Jackson, who I believe, talked about, and I talked about, I should say, in my newsletter, but also we talked about on the channel as a guy who in the 70s managed to get the Triple Crown of receiving with touchdowns, catches, and yardage. Pretty impressive. Stanley Morgan, very nice. Put that one aside. Let's see who's on here. Dave Casper and Ted Hendricks, worth putting aside. There's Dave Casper, as speaking of, another one. Leaders, Bolitnikoff, another Hall of Famer. Cliff Branch, another Hall of Famer. Another with Dave Casper, of course. Raymond Chester, Ray Guy, another Hall of Famer. I'm sure I'll be missing some Hall of Famers. Errol Mann, I've definitely heard of. I don't know if he's in the Hall of Fame, and I don't think so. Matuzak, obviously well-known. Art Shell in the Hall of Fame, I believe. Ken Stabler in the Hall of Fame. Jack Tatum, obviously well-known for an unfortunate event that happened on the field, I believe. Gene Upshaw. And let's see what else. This is not a bad start. Fred Dreyer, Mr. Hunter, from the 80s. Lawrence McCutcheon, a good running back in the 70s. Some John Regans, I believe, on here. Yep. And let's see. Joe Theismann, very nice. A little discolored, it looks like, but hopefully still worth something. We'll see. And Conrad Dobler, definitely heard of this. Archie Manning, obviously becoming more famous because of his kids and maybe his grandkid. Chuck Muncie, very nice. Oh, Largent. That's a third year, I think. Maybe second year. Franco Harris, L.C. Greenwood. Tony Dungy, very nice. Rocky Blyer, very memorable running back. Bradshaw, nice, very nice condition. A little left to right, uncentered, but Joe Green, Franco Harris, Jack Lambert, Donnie Shell, very nice. Mike Webster, Chuck Foreman on there. Matt Blair, definitely heard of that guy before. So, wow, yeah, these are in pretty nice shape. They are definitely, like the guy was saying, it's just, you know, stuck in there in the closet for decades and never touched, it looks like. Carl Eller, very nice. Chuck Foreman, Ahmad Rashad, very nice. It looks a little, oh, Largent, and a leader's card. Willie Buchanan, another leader's card. Staubach and Bradshaw, very nice. Tom Skladany, one of the few Lions of note back in the day. Let's see. Checklist. Championship game, Cowboys-Rams, Super Bowl with Franco Harris. Earl Campbell, record breaker. Let's see if there's even Alan Page. I wonder if there's a Peyton. Probably not. I think they might have pulled that. Yeah, it looks like it got pulled because the guy was offering some Peyton cards separately, which I did not pick up. But yeah, that's probably what happened. Is he probably pulled them from here. Archie Griffin, very nice. Delamalure, another Hall of Famer. See if there's any on here. No. Lyle Alzado, obviously pretty famous. Randy Gradishar, recent inductee, I believe. Tom Jackson from ESPN, obviously. Lewis Wright, who I know was back in the day, was in the Pro Bowl a lot. I don't know if he made the Hall of Fame, and I don't believe so, but obviously you can correct me on that one. Let's see. Calvin Hill, profiled him, I believe, in my newsletter as well. DrawnToCards.com, for those who are not familiar with the newsletter, where I do drawings of cards and also profile people on YouTube, creators, generally speaking, who are also collectors, obviously. Brian Sipe, put that aside. Leroy Selman, very nice. Oh, there's Selman. And what do we got here? No one. Pat Tilley I've definitely heard of. So yeah, these are really nice condition. They're like, again, pretty, not pack, I would not say pack fresh, but definitely in pretty nice condition. Fred Dean, very nice. John Jefferson, that's a rookie card. Louis Kelcher, definitely heard of him. Lydell Mitchell, I know was back in the day, pretty good running back. Let's see what else we have here. Okay, so finishing off this, and as you might be able to see there, is a uncut 1975 with Manny Trio and Doug DeCinces rookie card. All right, let's see what we got here. Another Lydell Mitchell. Chiefs team leaders with Art Still. Gary Barbaro, I know he was pretty good back in the day. Jan Stenrud, another Pro Bowl, or excuse me, Hall of Famer. Let's see. Burt Jones, definitely a good quarterback back in the day. Joe Washington. Oh, hey, Tony Dorsett. That's not too bad. I'll take a couple of those. Very nice. Billy Joe Dupree, remember him. Harvey Martin, another good guy from this team. Preston Pearson, Septien, Randy White. Dolphins, let's see. Zonk, there we go. Very nice. Bob Greasy, excellent. And let's see, Wilbert Montgomery and Harold Carmichael. Fergie, Harold Carmichael, nice. Herm Edwards, obviously, well known as a coach and broadcaster, I believe. And there's Wilbert Montgomery, and probably his rookie card, if not second year. And that's that. And then here's some wacky packs. Oh, okay. Very nice. I know he was selling some of those there, and I don't know why he didn't put these in there. But, oh, well, there you go. Willie McCovey, not obviously in great condition, but still nice to have. Very nice. Aha, Happy Days, of course. Why wouldn't we have a Happy Days in here? With the Fonz and Richie. Wow. That's a flashback right there. Yikes. Oh, Battlestar Galactica as well. Very nice. Hey, welcome back, Cotter. Wow. I will have to look these up and see if there's anything. But there's Vinny Barbarino, of course. Very nice. Okay, so that's a good first go through that row. And now we will go to this second part, which a little more. There's some basketball you can see. Tim Mazzetti, Bartkowski, very nice. Okay, Tom Brunetsky, and then, hey, Star Wars initial one, very nice. Put those ones aside. Kareem, awesome. Walt Frazier, awesome. There's the Walter Payton that I did not know was in there. Awesome, very cool. And the Walter Payton team leaders as well, and the Peyton Campbell. Hey, why not a Nolan Ryan, Tom Seaver? Obviously out of frame here. Big apologies. Nice triple crown here of Hall of Famers with Marichal, Gibson, and Fergie Jenkins. Another leaders card with a triple threat. Yastrzemski, Killebrew, and Robinson. Vita Blue rookie card with Gene Tennis on there. A Tony Dorsett rookie card. Very nice and in pretty good shape, I must say. A little top to bottom issue maybe, but yeah, not bad. Moses Malone, excellent. Another Moses. There's another Peyton. Awesome, this is amazing. A Tony Gwynn. Wow, I did not know there were 83s in here. So that's awesome. And that looks like it's in really good shape as well. Very nice. Nolan Ryan, Fernando rookie card. Yastrzemski, Robinson, K-Line leaders card. Well, dynamic duo, of course. Why wouldn't there be? And wow, that was wow, amazing. Another Cliff Branch. Han Solo sticker. Han Solo, another nice card. Obi-Wan. Wow, this is impressive. I am happy with this so far, at least. I am not seeing that famous C3PO that you may know about, the not ready for prime time C3PO, unless I missed it on the first go round. I don't know, maybe he might be the other color, I don't remember. I know this is the blue one, obviously there are other colors. Walt Frazier, amazing. Wow, this has been just impressive. I just got to put these aside, the ones that I want to keep aside. Wow, just one after another. The branch, and yeah, I'll have to put these definitely aside as well. Amazing, amazing. That was very nice. All right, so now here's some, more basketball. We can go through again. These are feeling really just not in bad shape at all. Bob McAdoo, very nice. Spencer Haywood. Bob Lanier, awesome. Another Bob Lanier. Chris Ford, Kevin Porter. Calvin Murphy, very nice. Another Murphy. Rudy Tomjanovich, amazing. Artis Gilmore, very nice. Another Gilmore. Another Gilmore. Charlie Scott, Norm Nixon. Could that be rookie card? Yeah, indeed. Another Charlie Scott. Adrian Dantley. Second year looks like. Very nice. Lou Hudson, Norm Nixon. Also a rookie. Jamal Wilkes. Very nice. I'll put him aside. McAdoo, Earl the Pearl. I am, again, not being very friendly on the viewer. I apologize. Junior Bridgman. Another Bridgman. Quinn Buckner. Obviously well known for his broadcast career. Dave Cowens. Kermit Washington, who I believe had a huge fight on the court, if memory serves. JoJo White. Awesome. Oh, looking, you might be getting a little preview there of what's coming up next. Campy Russell. Let's see what else. Billy Pault. George Gervin, very nice. Louis Dampier. Another JoJo White. Another Kermit Washington. Another Dave Cowens. Another Dave Cowens. Paul Silas. Dennis Johnson, rookie or second year, actually, I think second year. A Sigma, was that rookie card? Dennis Johnson, yeah, another. Sam Lacey, Garfield Hurd. I'm sure I'm skipping who's Hall of Famer or not. I'm trying to put aside Hall of Famers, but I'm sure I'm missing basketball. I'm not as good in basketball as I am. I believe this is rookie for Walter Davis, who is a recent inductee. Paul Westphal, another of those. Dave Bing, very nice. Former Piston, obviously. Another Kermit Washington, another Dave Bing. Wow, this is, and so there, here you see the Rick Barry showing up there on the front. Put that aside. Cliff Ray, another Rick Barry. Excuse me, Bobby Jones. Very nice. Dan Issel. David Thompson, one of the best college basketball players ever, probably. Let's see. Cliff Ray. Oh, of course, Pete Maravich. Very nice. Very nice. Another Pete Maravich. Another Gail Goodrich. Awesome. World Be Free. Doug Collins. Daryl Dawkins, some Chocolate Thunder. Awesome. Lloyd Ferrell. There we go. Mr. Julius Erving, top to bottom, not in great shape, but still very nice. Caldwell Jones, who I also believe I profiled in my my newsletter. And Nate Archibald, tiny, very nice. Okay, Bill Walton, excellent. He's a little, that card's in a little rougher shape, unfortunately, but still very nice. Maurice Lucas. Lionel Hollins. Mitch Kupchak. Oh, there we go. Elvin Hayes. This has been producing amazingly nice. Wes Unseld. Very nice. Bob Dandridge, who I believe was pretty good. Elvin Hayes. Mitch Kupchak, another Maravich, amazing. Lucius Allen. Parrish. I believe that's his second year card. Yeah. Phil Smith, Lucius Allen again. Charlie Chris. ML Carr. Earl Tatum. James Edwards. Is that his rookie card? I believe it is. The Buddha from the Pistons run in the 80s. Dan Roundfield, another James Edwards, very nice. All right, so there's that box, and wow, I mean, here's the pile of cards that I thought was warranted pulling out, along with, of course, the Star Wars cards. So that's the first one.